Are you feeling guilty?
You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash.
Are you ready?
Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here because it's breaking out and it's falling off a goddamn cliff, right? So yeah, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term time frame, and also the long-term time frame. I'm just about to hit a juicy, lovely take profit coming through there for that 13% gain that I was talking about last week. Very nice stuff indeed. So yeah, all good coming through there. But yeah, once we're done with BTC in general, we're going to be going straight to some altcoins, guys. We're going to do altcoin requests for probably about the next hour or so. So yeah, just make sure you're smashing an altcoin request in the chat continuously, and we will I will continuously do live TA for you while touching back on BTC. And yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good time. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday so far. A bit of a later stream today, a little afternoon stream. I've been managing trades all day. It's been a bit of a long one, right? It's been a bit of a long one, but I'm here. At the end of the day, I'm here. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We will be back tomorrow morning, nice and bright and early. But yeah, it was a bit of a late one today, but not too bad. I mean, timing wise, we're in time for us Bitcoin basically losing 40k. So yeah, it's a pretty good time to be alive. I'm feeling quite sure. Maybe I should put my chair up a bit or something. Just looked at myself on the camera. I was like, whoa, you're like barely on the screen, bro. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Who have we got straight away in the chat? We've got Address Salim taking first place today. We've got second, we've got Phoenix, we've got Here Optimist. As usual, my good sir, nice to see you on the stream there. Saying, sup, BTC is crashing again. Chester isn't buying enough. I'm accumulating the whole way down, my good sir. Don't you worry. And then we've got Mike O'Kane coming through there. Nicely on the stream there, Mike. We've got Empowering Voice of Tomorrow. Nikki, nicely on the stream there. We've got Roger. We've got Simon. We've got Mario. We've got Nikolai. I always read that wrong, my good sir, but yes, Nikolai. Good stuff, man. Nice to see you on the stream there. But yeah, amazing stuff to see you all guys tuning in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I've said that about a million times already. Without further ado, we know why you're here. We know why I'm here. Let's do some cold hard TA. let's do some TA, right? Starting off with BTC here on the hourly chart, right? It's going a bit mental, right? Yeah, it's going a bit mental. As you can see, we do have this this ranging period, which we were in for few days or so, right? You can see the resistance that we're getting for the top side. You can see actually the support that we've been getting on the lower side. Now, what in the hell has gone on here? Basically, what's happened, guys? We're in a breakout scenario, right? So in terms of a price prediction for this dump target price here on the hourly, what I'm looking for here is going to be a measure move going on the most recent downtrend like this. We're going to be looking at something along the lines of this, right? This is what we're looking for around 38,762, right? So let's just take into consideration if you guys did enter this, if you did enter this short position coming through here, you're going to be looking at around. If your take profit is going to be around this measure move down here, it's going to be around 4.68% gain. And may I say, that's a very juicy, big gain indeed. Now, with that being said, I'm not short. Well, technically, I'm already short, right? I'm already short in this position here. Hopefully coming down to hit that take profit. I think I just missed it ever so slightly annoyingly here on the daily. I did just miss that. Yeah, we'll have to see how low that did go. Yeah, just well, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Maybe it picked it up a bit lower on the different exchange. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes later on. But this is going to be the take profit target point around 38,729 if you're going to see that measure move complete all the way down. Now, please be aware, guys. Please be aware, since the start of the day today, where are we? Since the start of the day today, we are already down 4.32%. For an asset to be down 4.32% in a day, especially BTC, that's pretty bad, right? It's pretty bad. You would expect some sort of buying back scenario coming through here, some sort of hope, bit of hope coming through there. Just because obviously we have dumped considerably in the last hour or so, right? As you can see here, we've come all the way down from 40,700, or literally dumping about $1,000 in the space of literally 40 minutes here. So just be wary. We could have a bit of a buyback coming through here. I wouldn't just expect this to really just absolutely fall off a cliff all the way down to 36K. I would expect some lower highs to be set after breaking this low here. So yeah, it's not the worst scenario in the world here for Bitcoin, because the lower we go, the closer we're going to be getting to these bounce periods. As you can see, we are finding heavy support on the lower side here. And when did we last dump like this? Around 20th of September, down to these sorts of levels here. Did we bounce off this 39,630, right? Last time we bounced off that was back in September, right? So there is support there, and you can see the day after that bounce, it was absolutely brutal. It brought us all the way back up to 44, 43 sort of area there. So yeah, I would not just expect this to be crashing down continuously. We've been trending now for quite a while, right? It could be a very, very strong trap coming through there, guys. So just be careful. We've got Last Index donating in here. Thank you very much for the 20 check. I don't know how to say your currency, man, but yeah, I do appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the little cup of tea or cup of coffee you're buying me there. Do appreciate it, man. Yeah, just gonna have a drink, and then we're gonna carry on here with the short term. Look at that for a buyback right now. Damn. We've just reclaimed 40K. This is live price action coming through. We've reclaimed the volume weighted ATR band, and literally, as I was saying that we do a buyback, it just buys back pretty instantly. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We've reclaimed the volume weighted ATR band here on the hourly. Now, what does that tell us? It tells us there's actually a level of support plotted in at around 40,000, guys. So please, please, please be aware. You can see the support that we do get on this little green bad boy here. So let's just take that into consideration. Yes, we did lose it here. If we lose it, we famously trend below it. But no, here we've tested it, we've come up, we've found that support. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this does actually plan out here. Primarily because I missed my, I haven't checked on my exchange yet, but I think I just missed my take profit here for this position on the longer term time frame. So yeah, bit annoying about that. Maybe it hit it, maybe not. It was like, I don't know, maybe like $40 away. So yeah, maybe the exchange did get it. Hopefully it did. If not, I'm still gonna be in profit because I've been staggering those take profits all the way down, right? But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna have a drink and then we're gonna carry on, guys. We're gonna go into some other indicators and stuff like that. But yes, who have we got in the chat? We've got Sarigua. We got Chris. We got Mike. We got Usman Javid, and we've also got Chris again. I see on the stream there, guys. And 7 likes. Unbelievable. I do appreciate those likes, guys. If we could bang that like button, that would really, really help out the stream in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Obviously, I'm competing against the big dogs here. It's pretty hard. But yeah, look at this buyback for BTC here. But yeah, I do appreciate those likes coming through, guys. Obviously, if you are enjoying the stream, right? But yeah, let's talk about the possibilities here, because this, in terms of a candle here, it's an insanely bullish candle, right? You're probably thinking, oh, it's just done a hell of a lot. The reason why I'm saying it's a really bullish candle for you beginners out here, you can see this wick. You can see this wick bringing us all the way down to 39,669, amazing number 69. You can see the buyback coming through from there. It all depends on where we're going to close in this next 15 minutes here. But so far, so good in terms of a bullish candle, right? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this does plan out. Mario's jumping in and saying, do you have 2 Instagram accounts? Because there are 2 out there. No, sir. No, I do not. There's scammers out there. Yes, I'm a very small YouTuber, right? But there is scammers out there still trying to replicate my stuff. So yeah, just be aware. I'm never going to private message you. And if I do actually private message anyone, you know what I do? I go on Telegram. I go on my community Telegram, or our community Telegram. And I post a message in there tagging you as myself, so you have the confirmation that it's me, right? Just to protect all you guys out there, because I know the scammers are very, very present in this day and age, and we don't like scammers, right? But yeah, in terms of BTC having a recovery over the next 15 minutes or so, if we actually find and we get a candle body close above this 40,600 area there, we could actually be looking at a buyback, right? We could be looking at a buyback for BTC, and that could be bringing the price right back up to this horizontal at 41,300. It's going to be very interesting to see where this candle actually closes, right? Because we are seeing that bullish momentum, right? We're seeing the support of the volume weighted ATR band, but it all depends whether we are going to stay inside of this range which we have been creating recently, right? And you can see the level of support on the lower side. It is very strong, right? It is very strong, but this is just absolutely just filthy action coming through there. But yeah, it's all depending on where this candle is actually going to close, right? Mr. Miles, how do we know you are the real Chester? I'm not sure, man. I guess I proved myself on the Telegram. That's why I tag you in it, just an extra bit of verification, right? Simon says we are all Chester. Some horror movie stuff coming through there. But yeah, anyway, below all major moving averages, guys, we are technically looking bearish here. Let's jump to the midterm. Let's look at the RSI, right? Let's look at the RSI on the short term, because this is obviously going to give us a bit of a better gauge. It's going to give us a good idea of where we're actually going, right? Because we've just come across the oversold sort of point, right? When we hit that oversold point, guys, you know what that means. That means we're looking for some sort of buying back scenario coming through there. We're looking for some sort of buying back scenario. We're on the cusp. We're on the edge. We don't know. We're on the fence, right? We're on the fence. We don't know if we are going to actually take a leg down here and see the RSI come down even lower, because there is actually a couple of areas that we have seen resistance from before. Support from before here on the RSI. And as you can see, these are buying back areas coming through there. So yeah, we could be coming down a bit lower than this before a buyback, but it all just depends here on this hourly candle close, because you can see the momentum, the buying strength that we are getting here, right? The buying strength that we are getting here is actually really, really quite interesting. To dump literally... we're literally open, right? So yeah, 40,700 all the way down to 39,600. Near enough, just over, over $1,000, right, in the space of 45 minutes, right? So it's very volatile, and just a clear reminder, guys, of how volatile BTC actually is, right? So yeah, let's leave that for now. Let's look at the MACD coming through there, because we are seeing an invalidation of the horizontal that we've got plotted in here on the MACD, and that basically says this trend is really, really strong. If we are going to have continuation to the downside here, even if we have continuation after this candle, and we do come down a bit from there, that's still going to be continuation of a downtrend on the MACD, guys. I don't want you to take that wrong there. And we could easily come down to this minus 223 there in terms of the horizontal there, because you can see the reversal of the trend is very, very strong from these areas, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. It's probably time to jump to the midterm, guys. But in summary here for the short term, I just want to say be careful. It's all depending on where we where we're going to close this hourly candle, right? Whether we're going to find that support, because you can see we're actually finding a big bounce back at this time. Whether that is going to hold, we've got 11 minutes and 48 to show from it. We're going to see that live, guys. We're going to see that live here on the stream. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we can react to that and see what's going on. I know, just jump to Ethereum quickly, guys. We're sat on the $3,000 marker for Ethereum. That's still seriously underpriced, right? That's still seriously underpriced. Ethereum's really going to start banging it. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how that actually plays out compared to BTC over the next sort of month or so, depending whether BTC is going to have the continuation of this downtrend, right? But yeah, just wanted to touch on Ethereum hovering in this key $3,000 area, right? Interesting stuff there. I mean, just in general, glancing over a lot of the main altcoins coming through here, we've got what's really taking a hit that I can see that's jumping out at me. I would say Luna's taking a near enough 8% hit. Filecoin's taking around an 8.5% hit at the moment. We've got good old SHIB down 6%. Nice to see the meme coins aren't surviving this dump coming through there. We've got VeChain coming through on a massive dump as well there, around 7% down for VeChain. Bitcoin still flirting with the idea of losing this horizontal as well. Very interesting stuff, actually. Very interesting stuff coming through. So yeah, let's jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Anyway, let's have a look at BTC coming through on the midterm, right? As you can see here, guys, we've got multiple levels of support to the lower side here, which we're actually flirting with the idea of holding, right? We could be looking at something along the lines of this inside of this parallel channel here. If we are going to be holding this zone, guys, I would expect a buyback, right? I would expect BTC to actually pump up from here, right? In terms of price predictions for that and what we could really be looking for here in terms of the support. Hello. This is the support. Testing this around 3, 4, 5. No, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, around 5, 6 times now we've tested this level of support. So it is actually holding out quite nicely, but we know what to basically expect. Once we test that support multiple times, guys, that technically means that there's more percentages that we can break it, right? So yeah, definitely something to be thinking about there. Whether we are going to be breaking that support. God, my hair looks dreadful today. Awful. But yeah, so yeah, that's definitely an area to be looking out for there for BTC. You can see volume is insanely high right now. What does that tell us? That tells us the smart money is on the table, right? Not the retail. We're talking about the whales. We're talking about the orcas. We're talking about the great whites here. Great white sharks, right? The orca whales are in here to basically throw the price around. So yeah, be prepared. This is being manipulated. The volume is telling us that. You can see also just a nice example of volume actually trending down, guys. Volume trending down like so. You're getting lower highs after lower highs after lower highs, getting right down to that low sort of area, and then boom, a massive breakout in the price, right? So that's another indication, another thing to be using for the future for your trading ability, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does react. As I said, this hourly candle is it's very interesting actually. We're looking for a bit of a hammer. We're looking for a bit of a hammer candle, which could be a very big pullback coming through there. Because obviously that does show bullish momentum to the upside here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does actually play out there. But as I said a minute ago at the start of the stream, I wouldn't expect this to just run all the way down. I would expect some sort of pullback. A pullback all the way up to 41,168 or 82. Probably not that high at this time, but it just shows how volatile we are playing here, how back and forth this game is being played. Right, let's talk about this volume weighted ATR band coming through here, because you can see we're actually claiming that here on the 4 hour, right? If we claim this in the next hour and 8 minutes, we're likely to have a bit of a buyback. Could that buyback be quite big? Yes, it could. It could be all the way up to 42,300 in terms of a very strong area of resistance. You can see how many filthy wicks we've had along this zone. Let me zoom in a bit, right? Let me zoom in a bit and show you guys, because I think I'm struggling to see it. And if you're watching me and I'm watching a massive screen, it might be hard for you, right? Unless you've got me like full screen on your TV, right? Unless some of the community members do. Mike says, can't touch this. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, as you can see, we are seeing heavy resistance from this area, right? So it's basically an area that we could be looking to come up and test if we are going to see Bitcoin actually bounce up from this zone, right? The sign that is the sign that's showing us this is if we actually look down here for this support line, which we have tested very, very vigorously with this dump here. We're actually seeing a lot of buybacks, right? And to see this buyback coming through, right? It shows, you know what it shows? It shows confidence coming here for Bitcoin, which is actually really, really nice to see, right? especially after having this insane downtrend that we've been a part of for so long, right? What were we talking about? Probably last week we were talking about the distance between these moving averages and how they're ever so growing further and further apart. The further apart they are, the stronger the downtrend may be, right? As you can see, we are seeing a very clean-cut example of that at this time, bringing the price all the way down. Now, there is measure moves, there is potential for downwards momentum, downwards price action here. If there is going to be another short on the table, right? I was short from around this area over here, around 43 here, and I shorted it basically down, making some nice money, right? There was a breakout short coming through from here, which I entered on the shorter term time frame for a different breakout, which I think I've deleted that chart pattern now, as I'm sure you guys know here. So yeah, it's interesting to see how this is actually reacting. And the next position that is going to be on the cards for me here, I'm probably not going to be touching this at this time, right? I think I haven't actually checked whether I hit my take profit here or not, whether the exchange got it or not, but it was literally dead on it, right? So hopefully, yeah, I did. But yeah, so as you can see here, this is going to be the next sort of position that we are looking for. So it is going to be a potential short position out of this at this falling parallel channel here, guys. This is going to be the measure move down. Yes, it's going to be insane, right? It's going to be absolutely insane and insanely greedy, right? And it basically shows the price coming down to all the way down to 29,000, right? Is that achievable? Hey, it's Bitcoin. Anything's achievable. But am I basically going to be riding this all the way down to 29K? If it's going that way, yes. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be staggering my take profits all the way down, guys, because a retracement for BTC to all the way down to 26, well, for a 26.88% gain there, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? What we want to be doing, we want to be staggering our take profits as we basically shorten this market all the way down, right? First things first, the most obvious thing that we basically need to lose before even entering this is this horizontal, which we have cleanly just bounced off, right? You can see this price action here around this 39,000 area where we just touched. You can see the last time that this did happen was on the 21st of September, right? So it's basically going to be very interesting to see if we break this. If we can break this again and get a nice congruent couple of candle body closes here, probably on the 4 hour, that's sort of the confirmation I really would be looking for here. Then we can be looking for a lovely short for Bitcoin, right? Because at the end of the day, we are setting these lows, we're setting these lower highs, and they're not weak, right? They're strong lower highs. And when I say that, guys, the distance between the lower highs to the next set of lower highs is it's ever so long, right? It's a very long distance, very big distance, right? Which basically shows us if we want to come up and invalidate any lower highs and set higher lows here and see the momentum to the upside, it's getting ever so more unlikely, right? The more that we the more volatile these lows are being set. Don't know if that makes sense, right? But yeah, so that's sort of the areas I would be looking for here on the the midterm here for Bitcoin. And let's get some more take profits in there. Just going on previous price action there because let's have a little look. Yeah, let me know if you guys are trading this actually, because this is obviously a very brutal time for Bitcoin, right? Now you can see these bounce points back in August, right? You can see the bounce points back in August. Very, very strong, right? Very, very strong after big moves to the downside. So that's definitely going to be a take profit that we are going to be using there. If we are to lose these points, you can see the resistance coming through there. Very nice indeed. The next one I probably would be looking for in terms of a take profit is going to be probably around... yeah, probably around there. You can see the support bouncing up. Very, very nice indeed. So that's another take profit to be looking for. Got a nice fly in the room there. And probably another one. Yeah, another one's going to be definitely in that range coming through from there. From the last time that we were scurrying it around there. Let me get back to that live price, right? As you can see, these are going to be very, very nice take profit points basically all the way down for this position. So let's not be greedy here and go for that 26%. Let's just let's make sure that we are staggering those take profits all the way down for this short position. Now, for me personally, even if we are going for like 6% before that first take profit, we're going for another 13% there between that take profit, 7% again. These are, for me, that's too greedy, right? It's far too greedy. You're probably going to see reversals coming through on the shorter term time frame before that. So let's we basically need to drop down to shorter term timeframes and get basically a lot more take profits put in there, guys. Just because the chances of us running from literally like 40,000 all the way down to 29K, 30K there, it's just pretty unlikely, right? It's pretty unlikely. So so we basically plan for any sort of reversal there. But yeah, that's pretty much BTC on the midterm time frame. Let's look at the RSI coming through there. heading down, not surprised there. Really not surprised about us heading down there. In terms of divergences, we're probably actually lining up for a bullish divergence, depending on how this goes, right? Depending on how this goes, because obviously we do have this low coming through on the RSI there, and you can see the most recent move to the downside. We have actually seen a low actually get set here in terms of price action on the chart, whereas on the RSI, we haven't quite got there, guys. We haven't quite got there in terms of breaking that low. So it tells us there is a potential for a bullish divergence coming through there, which is a sign for reversal, right? It is a sign for reversal. So it is looking pretty good, right? It's looking pretty good if we can see that reversal actually coming through there. But that's still not essentially confirmed yet. It all depends on probably the next hour or so, where this 4-hour candle actually finishes, and whether if we do see more downwards momentum coming through here, and the RSI actually comes down to this 30 there, and we break that from this previous higher low there. If we can break that, then yes, it's going to be invalidation of that bullish divergence. If not, if we do get the close here, the 4-hour candle close, and we do see a reversal coming through here for the RSI, then there is going to be a confirmed bullish divergence, which is basically going to be instigating. It's basically going to be telling us that we could actually be coming up a bit higher, right? And that is basically telling us that we're going to have a rebound, that this support is going to get respected here, and then we're likely to actually see us bounce back up and probably stay within this sort of ranging period, which we have been in for God knows how long, right? So yeah, it's not looking end of the world here. Don't throw your eggs into a basket, 100x short it. I would just sit back, patiently relax. There's going to be a position there waiting for us to basically take there, right? And 24 likes, guys. You're absolutely killing it. Amazing stuff. Do appreciate the likes coming through. If you are enjoying yourself, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. Yeah, Monday to Friday here every single morning. So yeah, you know what to do. You know what to do. Obviously, if you're having a good time, guys. And yeah, we're going to get to the altcoin request part of the show fairly shortly, guys. I'm just going to do BTC on the longer term time frames, get some targets plotted in through there, and we will see what's good. We'll see what's good coming through there. I catch my breath. It's going absolutely mental for a minute there. Who have we got in the chat? We've got back upper. Is that John Wick? We've got LR coming through there nicely on the stream there, LR. We've got Simon as well. I think I'm really lagging, actually, guys. Let me know if the stream's lagging. I mean, it's lagging for me. I'm not sure if it's lagging for you guys. We've got NX coming through. Nice to see on the stream there, NX. Hope you're having a good day. Enter for 5% up for Ethereum from 2952. Looking for 5% up. Just over 2% at the moment. Good to see your CC coming through. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Yeah, man, trading this is insanely volatile, right? It's insanely volatile times. I just missed my short take profit coming through for Bitcoin. Well, actually, I haven't checked on my, I mean, it says I've missed it on TradingView, but yeah, I'm not sure whether we actually got there here on the exchange, right? I think it's literally like, it's literally $40 off. So maybe because it was so volatile, because sometimes the exchange can lag, I might have actually hit that very nice indeed. But yeah, nice to see. You must be, so you got in, where did you get in? 2952. So yeah, you literally shorted, you long the bottom, right? Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, have a little look. Yeah, interesting to see Ethereum actually lose 3K there. Really, really crazy, right? So yeah, you saw 2952. Yes, I mean, it's a pretty scary one, bro, because you are setting lows in terms of this downtrend, as you can see on the daily. And yeah, the distance between the next to higher, lower high, is actually miles away. And so yeah, I would just say be fairly careful in that position. Hopefully you can see a buyback coming through like we did see in September from this area. Bang, massive buyback coming through there. Hopefully you can. But we need to basically see how BTC is going to open. Oh, we have just opened the hourly. Crazy stuff a minute ago. Yeah, we have just opened the hourly to see how this is going to go. Look at that for a candle, right? Absolutely crazy. Hopefully we can actually hold this respect, and that basically gives us an inclination for BTC coming back up here. BTC could potentially come back up here if we are going to respect this level of support that we have been respecting here on the short-term time frame, right? In terms of a target price for that, guys, we're going to be looking at around a 41,275 there. Not too bad at all. But that's not me saying that we can't have continuation down here. I'm saying, look, be careful. This candle that we did just see here, this big manipulative bad boy coming through there, it's actually a very, very bullish candle, guys. You can see the wick to the downside. You can see the buying up momentum coming through there. So yeah, it is looking bullish over the last hour or so. Please, please, please be aware. We still do have 57 minutes left of the 4-hour candle here. What's the 12 hours saying? Yeah, we've still got quite a long time left of the 12 hour as well there. So yeah, there is potential for us to come down even further and then see even see that buyback coming through there as well there, right? So yeah, just be aware. Now, let's, we were talking about BTC on the longer term time frame here. And then we're going to base, this is very messy. It's a very, very messy chart. Hold on. Let me clean this up a bit, right? Guess that was my my current position. I might be in that at this time. Hopefully hit my last take profit, but yeah, we'll see. As you can see, upward sloping parallel channel, guys. I know it's really messy here. So let me just get rid of that, right? We've got an upward sloping parallel channel here. You can see the breakdown from that, guys. Measure move down, good stuff indeed. As you can see here, banging it down like so. You can see we are actually testing a very, very, very crucial point here for BTC, right? And the reason why I say this, guys, is because you can see this area here. This is the higher low from the, you know, when Jack and Elon jumped on the B word conference, right? About Bitcoin. You can see the uptrend that we did see on the 20th of July from there, really grinding it up, right? Insane momentum to the upside. This here, the lowest side coming through, the lowest point for September to be reaching there, around 39,600. That is the most, well, a very, very strong higher low there for this trend, right? For this trend, this is the very strong higher low. Now, why is this so important right now? The reason why it's so important is because we're testing that, guys. If we break this to the downside and we get a really congruent candle body close below, I'd say 39,500, let's say, if we get a candle body close below 39,500, it's going to be really, really bad, really big downside here, because that basically is an invalidation here of this, it's an invalidation of this higher low. And that's obviously very, very bearish when this does happen, guys. You can see the momentum to the downside from if we lose this zone, guys. If we lose this zone here, then the momentum to the downside is very, very strong, bringing us all the way back to what actually happened in May last year. What happened in May last year, really, really quite rough, right? So yeah, in answer to your question, Donna, if we are going to be losing this area, which we're currently at, which we could bounce from fairly easily, if we don't bounce from here and we actually lose 39,500 sort of area, then there is going to be insane downside, right? When I say insane downside, I mean targets of this upward sloping support line coming through here, guys, and that's going to be around 34,000. We've got a volume weighted ATR band at 35,000, which is obviously a massive level of support. Let's just let's zoom in a bit here and let's look at the last time that we were flirting with the idea of breaking this here. You can see the insane. We all remember how volatile this was back in May, right? We all remember that. So for the volume weighted ATR band to be catching us multiple times here in terms of level of support, it basically tells us there's a likelihood of us holding up here, guys. There's a likelihood of us holding up here. And in terms of as you can see, back in obviously March 2020, we all know the black swanny coming through there, the black swan on the pond. So yeah, as you can see here, massive levels of support coming through again on this volume weighted ATR band on the daily. So let's jump back to live price and let's see. Just deleted an indicator. Let's jump back to live price and let's see where that volume weighted ATR band is there for a lovely bounce point coming through there. It's around 35,000 there, guys. So if we are going to be losing, if we're going to be losing like what does it say, 39,500, if we're going to be losing that area, 35,182 is really on the cards, right? And that's obviously going to be a very nice bounce point for Bitcoin. If that is going to happen, that's going to be pretty juicy indeed. But yeah, just that's what the inside would be looking for there. In terms of this short position, which hopefully I have closed, I haven't checked as of yet. I would have closed it due to a take profit, right? As you can see, staggering take profits all the way down there, guys. You can see this is the range that we were a part of from before here. And you can see we're in this for quite a while, right? Breakout, parallel channel breakout to the downside there. Amazing stuff, money made. We were talking about this for ages on this channel, guys. We were talking about this for ages. And then finally, we did get that move down. Very nice stuff indeed. So yeah, in terms of points to be looking out for there for BTC, it is going to be currently exactly where we are, right? If you look at the price of where we are at 40,769, right? You can see this area where that high low that I was just talking about, you can see the candle body close from before on the daily. The momentum to the upside from there is great. It's strong. It's holding its own. It's very nice indeed, right? So yeah, that's obviously something to be looking out for there. If we are going to see a bounce back, amazing stuff indeed. And look, even after seeing that insane crash to the downside here back in September, we had 3 days of pure blood, pure shed. Pure war on the streets, right? Bitcoin dumping all the way 15% to the downside. After that, we saw a humongous bounce to the upside, right? So yeah, obviously very, very good stuff indeed. That's definitely something to be looking out for there here here for this price closing on the daily coming through there. Let's have a little look at the weekly, guys, because I just want to tell you, I want to say to you again, the weekly chart here. Very bullish, still bullish, guys. Look at this uptrend, really nice. We've got higher lows here. We've got a higher low back in March 2020. Obviously, we know the event coming through there. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher low galore, right? Even if we come down to this 34, 35,000 that I was talking about a minute ago, that's still absolutely fine, right? That's absolutely fine. We're still not going to be invalidating this higher low that we did set back in May there. Which is fine. If we lose this high low there, then we could be looking at some real bloody action coming through there. Really awful price action to the downside. But in order for that to happen, we need to be losing these key areas, right? Key areas around 30k there. We could easily come down and bounce off 30k and have continuation to the upside. But just please take into consideration here, guys. We have set all-time highs there for Bitcoin fairly recently, back in November, right? To not see any sort of big retracement coming through there, to not expect that, it's not very smart, right? We need to be preparing for this, and basically just Bitcoin is not just going to go up, right? It's not just going to go to the goddamn moon. It is going to be coming down, right? So we just need to be completely open-minded, and that's why we learn to trade all markets, guys. I know some of you got into trading when it was continuously just running up, and now we are trending down. You might be struggling quite a bit, right? A little tip for you guys. If you're used to only trading uptrends here and you are struggling, you know what you can do? Look at this for a downtrend, right? You know what you can do? You can go to TradingView. I'm sure you guys are trading on TradingView. You go to settings here and you literally click invert scale. And it turns the downtrend into an uptrend, right? So then you can be trading exactly as if you were trending, if you were trading an uptrend, right? So yeah, just if you're unfamiliar with trading a downtrend, you can do that. You can invert your scale. So just a little tip for you guys out there. Now, just what we're saying for this 1 hour open so far. So far, we claimed back 40k, which is really nice to see, right? And it is ever so looking like we are going to have some sort of repetition coming through there. In terms of a nice point to be looking out for there for the next, I'd say, hour, 2 hours or so, if this buyback is going to be strong and we're not going to see that downward selling momentum coming through any stronger, we're looking at 41,300, guys. 41,300 is the place to watch. Fear and greed. 23 at this time, right? Apologies for the ads coming through there. You can see we've been in extreme fear for a very long time, right? And I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you. I really don't, right? Look at this downtrend. Filth. Absolutely filthy, right? What I do want to say, actually, I read, I think it was on Bitcoin Beats Instagram, right? And that's my older brother, guys. If you didn't know, go check him out on YouTube. Amazing YouTuber, amazing trader. The Fear and Greed Index, in reference for when BTC was coming up to 40k this time last year, I think it was greed was at 90 compared to now where it's down at 23. So it's quite interesting to see how the markets are behaving in terms of that statistic, right? No, my Apple Watch is going mental. But yeah, that's pretty much BTC done, guys. Pretty much done with the update. Just be prepared for a potential bounce here. The support is looking fairly strong. We've got bullish divergences coming through on the midterm as well. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. Simon, and there's me turning my computer upside down. NX, here, brother man. Yeah, amazing stuff there, guys. 28 likes, unbelievable, guys. Do appreciate the likes coming through there. Now, let's do some altcoin requests. So get your altcoin request in the chat now, and I'll get to them as soon as possible, right? What have we got? We've got 38 minutes we've been streaming for. So let's probably do another 25, 30 minutes of just pure altcoin requests, pure live TA for you guys. Sounds really good to me. So yeah, get your altcoin requests in the chat, guys, and let me do some TA for you. Mr. Miles, I do use Apple products, but massive but here. Massive but. PC-wise, absolutely not, never. Absolutely not. I think Mac is just genuinely, like as in the PC, right? They're not great, right? They're not great, right? I've got a Mac laptop, but I'm having another laptop built for me at the moment, which is obviously, it's not Apple, it's God mode. But for my phone, I do like an iPhone, I do like the Apple Watch, and I do like the pods, right? I think they all work together fairly well, better than Samsung. Like, you know, my brother, Bitcoin Beats, he's more he's more Samsung and all that stuff, right? But I just think it's just a bit ugly. It's just a bit ugly in my opinion, right? And the smartwatch for Samsung is just, it's nowhere near as in terms of competition compared to the Apple Watch, right? In my opinion. And I'm obviously, you guys know I'm pretty into my fitness and stuff like that. So yeah, I prefer the Apple Watch. Yeah, anyway, let's do a bit of ADA coming through there. We'll start off here on the daily. You can see we've probably got a fairly strong trend line coming through from all-time highs for ADA there, I do believe. Yes, I mean, we did see, what did we see for ADA? We saw, let me get rid of that for now. You can see, for ADA, we had obviously the smart contracts actually coming out, right? And that's what obviously caused a lot of the hype for this run up, right? And then they had quite a bit of stuff like failing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's obviously why we are seeing there's a lot of FOMO coming through, right? There was a lot of FOMO coming through here, and we were all watching it and basically staying out of it. And I was like, look, guys, all-time high rules. If we get to all-time highs, 80% of the time we retrace back, and there's going to be buying opportunities. And then the sell-off basically begun, right? In my opinion, when you see a run-up like this, it's basically what MATIC did after the May crash, right? If you guys don't know about that, MATIC basically ran all the way up to, it was like 230% pump after that insane May crash, right? And then from there, it just trended down for God knows how long, right? What is ADA doing? It's doing pretty much the same sort of thing, right? In terms of like a really crucial area for ADA, it's going to be here, guys. It's going to be here. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is obviously an area that has been tested multiple times here. If we lose this zone, it's going to be a rough area, guys. I'm probably not even going to draw a horizontal, right? I'm probably going to draw a box. I'm probably going to be drawing a box in here, right? Because we've obviously got these lows coming through, and we've obviously got that insane buyback from there, right? So yeah, I would be saying the first area to be looking out for there as we come down is gonna be this this $1.02, right? Actually kills me to say that ADA is gonna be coming down to $1.02. At the end of the day, guys, in this downtrend at this time for ADA, there is no sign, no clear evidence here that I can see this coming through and having a big reversal. The only bounce back reversal point I can see us actually bouncing from here is gonna be this $1.02, right? Now, even if we do get to $1.02 and we bounce up from there, we need to get really quite high. Then the previous reversal point really that we can see here was at this $1.36 there. So for the daily to bounce up from here, we're going to need to see ADA run up around 35% there before seeing any sort of confirmation for this downtrend actually coming to an end, right? So please be aware, ADA is still looking bearish, guys. In terms of the technology and stuff like that, I do actually believe that, that it will do very, very well, right? It will do very, very well. I just think it's lagging a bit. They need to sort it out. They need to get a lot more going, right? So yeah, it's not the end of the world here for ADA, but it is likely to be trending now for a fair amount of time, right? But yeah, key areas to watch just for a summary there is $1.02 there. Now let's I see you guys are posting some I see you posting some requests. Amazing. So let me write them down because I'm going to do a giveaway, guys. I'm going to give them a week on the WOD machine for absolutely free, for nothing, man. We're going to do VeChain next. Then we're going to do a bit of cake, a bit of pancake. And then we're going to do a bit of Luna for LR. And then we'll do some more altcoin requests after that. So yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway, guys. Let's, if you want to win ADA for $1, that's a steal. Absolutely, my good sir. If this was an eBay auction, you'd be getting this below the reserve price. Don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, let's thanks, Chester. It seems a great time to start DCA. I will try. Yeah, sounds good. Cookies with that, right? We got Joe coming through saying, "What's poppin'?" Hey Joe, brand new whip just hopped in. Right, doing a giveaway, guys. Let's do a number between 1 and there's 43 of you watching, so let's do a number between 1 and 40. 1 and 40. Whoever gets it correct is going to win a week on the WOD machine coming through there. Last index entering. Yeah, he's got access anyway, right? I actually don't have a pad to write this on. I might have to try and look for one quickly. You know what, son? I'm just going to write it on my chart, and and you guys can know whoever's going to get it first, right? Because obviously my stream is going to be lagged, so that's going to be the number. Whoever's first to put that in the chat is going to win a week on the WOD machine, right? I got options. Oh, I can't say the next bit, right? 23, Mr. Miles coming through there. We got Jordan coming through. Yeah, 23 coming through there, guys. So yeah, if you did, Mr. Miles, you usually give it to someone else, right? I'm sure you do. But yeah, if you want a week on the Bob Machine Mug, it's drop me a message on Telegram and I'll get you added to that. Not a problem. Now let's do some more requests. How did I know? Because you've got your stream on times too, my brother. Where are we? We're doing VeChain next, right? The VeChain. Then we're gonna do a bit of cake. We're gonna do a bit of cake. Love a bit of cake. Oh, VeChain. Vet, baby. you still a huge supporter of Vet NX? I'm quite intrigued to know. Okay, RSI, jump onto my chart. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. Hate when it does that. It's really annoying. Anyway, all right, let's get rid of this old TA coming through there. As you can see, just a little reference of that. We did see a nice breakout from this falling parallel channel. Money made, measure move complete. Nice. Now let's get rid of this here on the daily. Let's do some fresh TA coming through. Fresh. Yes, fresh. Yeah, I'd say right now I'd say right now VeChain is quite an interesting area here. VeChain is, just because you can see how we have actually bounced up from this zone multiple times here at around 7 cents there. I mean, over the last, since we saw it take a run up in November, setting another high there, really nice indeed. We actually saw humongous downtrend. Right? Obviously, we've got December the 4th crash. And ADA just really didn't want to make a recovery at all. We did take a challenge of a higher low here, and we did see a bounce up from there. But no, unfortunately, instead of finding the support, we saw Bitcoin take a crash off a cliff, right? Pulling the price of every crypto asset down, and that obviously meant that we invalidated this higher low here, and also invalidated this higher low here, which essentially acts as a very bearish sort of chart signal, right? Then, yes, we did come up. We did challenge previous high lows there, but no. Resistance, Viva La Resistance was there, and it was there to stay. Now, the real question is for VeChain, is whether we're going to bounce to the upside here like we have seen multiple times coming through here. So, yeah, areas to watch here is going to be the 7 cents there. Now, if we bounce here, amazing, right? Amazing. I would be looking for around 8 cents there, but let's not forget. We're in a strong downtrend, right? We're in a strong downtrend. There's not really been any sort of insane invalidation coming through there of like really congruent lower highs, right? I would say this is going to be an area to be looking out for. We did actually get to that point there, but no, absolutely not. We've got high lows being set from there, and then another lower high, and then continuation to the downside, right? Invalidating this low as well. So yeah, it's not the nicest chart in the world here. And we have actually just set a new low in terms of this trend, even lower than the December the 4th, right? So yeah, in terms of a bounce point for VeChain to be looking out for now, it is going to be 6 cents and 6. 6 cents and 6, right? That's going to be the area to be looking for a bounce for VeChain there. But even from there, guys, it's still going to be looking bearish until we can see an invalidation of this trend here, and that's going to be an invalidation of this lower high, sorry, and that's going to be around 7 cents and 7 cents and 829, right? We've got NX saying big supporter, but not right now. VeChain to $30 coming to screens near you in 2055, right? Brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant stuff. Oh, that's not the right thing. But yeah, overall, I'd say VeChain is fairly bearish right now, right? Fairly bearish right now for VeChain. It's not the hottest stock in the world right now. Yeah, definitely an area to be watching is going to be here, right? Previous price action, what we have seen here, you can see here on the daily, guys, you have seen quite aggressive wicks to the downside. Yes, that is data we can be using, but what I am looking for here is real sort of candle body closes areas, right? And you can see the candle body closes that we have seen from here before. They've actually banged it right up along this area. Now, if we get a candle body close below this zone, as you can see here, we did around 6 cents and 8 there. The momentum to the downside does actually play out quite strongly, right? Bringing us all the way down to 5 cents and 6. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. Yeah, just be prepared and see where we are going to close the day today. Where the BTC is, we're going to cover. Obviously, this is going to be having quite a big effect on on VeChain's candle body close sort of price there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through. But yeah, what's next on the list, guys? And make sure you're smashing your altcoin requests in the chat, and I will get to them, guys, because I'm sure a lot of you are itching for me to do some TA for you. Yeah, let's have a look at Cake. Oh, Cake. Pancake. Pancake swap. You're not looking good, my good sir. Pancake swap. I'm gonna not go on candle bodies there, guys. I'm gonna be going on let's get rid of that. I'm gonna be going on the wicks here, because you can see there's probably a bit more data actually on these lower wicks. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be taking this trend line, we're gonna be moving it down a little bit. And yeah, you can see this is actually lining up perfectly with a lovely couple of bits of support there. Yeah, you can get a lot more data along this area, right? So what does this tell us? The support along this zone is very, very, very strong, right? Support along this zone is very, very, very strong. So, ideally, Mike's a little bit late to the giveaway there. But yeah, so ideally, we are looking for a lovely bounce here, guys. This is the sort of the ideal sort of scenario there. This is going to be the bounce point to be looking out for there. If we lose this zone, can't stress this enough, if we lose this zone, I'm not going to be doing a measure move down, because it's going to be just absolutely dreadful. The size of this measure move on a logarithmic chart is going to be literally all the way probably down to like $2, right? And no, that's pretty fairly unachievable for Cake, right? So what I would say in terms of areas to be looking out for bounce points, right? We're going to be plotting in a horizontal there at $9.47 to start. You can see the bounce we've had there before. You can see the bounces. You can see the candle body closes. It's a very congruent area to be working with, right? So yeah, this is going to be the area to be looking at, $9.42 there, depending on obviously depending on Bitcoin, depending on how everything else is going to bounce there. So I'm just getting loads of messages on Telegram. Hide all. I'll get back to you shortly. So yeah, this is going to be the area to be looking out for there for a bounce there. If we lose that zone, guys, because we are in a downtrend, guys, I'm not going to shy you away from that. We are still in a downtrend. It is still looking bearish. We've been trending down for forever, it seems. We've been trending down forever, it seems. So yeah, just be prepared for lower prices here for Cake, right? It's not great. It's not great. It's not. It's quite surprising, actually, considering a lot of the new altcoins and stuff that are getting listed on Pancake Swap and stuff like that. I just think they need to integrate something into their platform which makes people buy pancakes, which makes people buy Cake before exchanging it into those other coins, right? I think if they had like a third party sort of thing going on there, I do think it would obviously drive the price of Cake up as well there, and obviously create more liquidity as well. So yeah, that's what I think Pancake Swap need to do, right? Let's jump to the next one. It's going to be Luna, because Luna's actually taken a really big hit. Obviously, we know Luna's been doing fairly well recently there, guys. Look, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern, right? We're going to be it's quite a nice example, actually. I'm going to be drawing this in, actually, because you can see a measure move break to the top side from this. Obviously, we did weigh up the chances for a break to the lower side here. You can see this is actually a measure move that did play out very strongly, and this is another reason why we trade patterns here, guys. You can see, obviously, very nice measure move to the upside here. Pretty much played out to the top side. I mean, to be honest, we probably would have retraced before that, but this is why we stagger those take profits all the way up, guys. Basically taking profit the whole time, not going for that massive dopamine hit on the profit per trade, right? If that makes sense to you guys, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, in terms of Luna, guys, we have been trending up for a goddamn long time, right? Since September. Well, no longer than that, right? since Jack on Elon jumped on that B word, even before that, right? Luna's been doing famously well, right? Famously well since June, right? So yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking quite, you know what it looks like? It looks like a Solana, right? It looks like a Solana sort of chart there. So yeah, let's draw some more. I'm gonna definitely draw something in like that, right? That's definitely gonna be something we can be using. A previous all-time high to new all-time high. That's definitely a trend line to basically be taken advantage of there. Next trend line, I would be inclined to do something along the lines of this. As you can see, that is going to be forming a parallel channel along this area, guys. You can see the level of support on the lower side here. Very, very strong indeed. If the price is going to fall, if it is going to fall, guys, if Luna is going to have a pretty strong retracement, it basically tells us we've got a lovely area to respect, right? This is going to be the respect, RESPECT area to be looking for there, around 57 bucks there, depending on how strong and how how much this trend sort of continues, right? But yeah, in terms of the most recent low that we have set, let's jump down to a shorter term time frame and let's have a little look at that, right? Let's have a little look. As you can see, we've got the 200 SMA coming up to say hello. That's going to be acting as support, guys. You can see multiple levels of, a couple of levels of support along this major moving average coming through here. So yeah, that's definitely going to be an area to be looking out for there for the future for a bounce zone. In terms of a price for that, around $60.48. If we come down to this area, doesn't mean we're going to have insane reversals. Absolutely not, no. Absolutely not, no. Granted, yes, we did see that here. Really, really nice indeed. But, please be aware. For us to have any sort of sign of a reversal from here, we need to invalidate this lower high, right? This lower high is around 74, 75 bucks. This is going to be the area to be looking out for there. Are we going to bang it all the way through that? Probably not, no. We're probably going to come up to it, test it, come down, set a higher low, right? Set a higher low after this low, and then we're going to see momentum to the upside from there, right? That's sort of the signification and the confirmation for us having that uptrend coming through there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff coming through for Luna. But yeah, just hopefully, guys, you didn't buy the bottom. Hopefully you didn't buy the bottom. Hopefully you didn't buy the top, right? Because obviously you're taking big hits here. Taking big hits. But yeah, let's do some more altcoins, guys. So smash your altcoin request in the chat, and let's have a look at BTC ever so quickly. Holding that support line as we are going here, guys. We are holding that support line. Really, really nice, I would say. You can see the multiple levels of support we have seen along this zone. This candle, this insane price action that we did see over the last last hour and a half, that is actually a very, very bullish candle, guys. Very, very bullish candle, just because, yes, we did dump off an absolute cliff, but the buyback, it was literally at entry, right? At entry. So so the close was literally at entry. So it just shows we can fluctuate around literally $1,000 up and down, and we're still getting a candle body close at entry, which just shows how strong the market is at this point in time in terms of that buying momentum coming through there, even though we are still in that very, very strong downtrend here on the macro sort of chart, on the macro time frames, right? So yeah, that's basically shows a lot of confidence coming through there for Bitcoin, right? Toncoin or Tonecoin? Toncoin is what I'm seeing in the chat there. Now, I'm gonna do it to USDT. I mean, I could do it to USD. I like to kind of stick with crypto, so. Well, interesting. Very interesting indeed, right? Mike says, I DCA'd into Luna for about 4 months now. You must have been making some really nice gains at the top there, Mike. Hopefully you took a lot of profit at the all-time high, right? That would have been really nice. But yeah, even now, it's not the end of the world here. It's still looking fairly decent, Luna. So yeah, I would say not a bad choice there, Mike. Not a bad choice. Now, this, whatever this is, you can see obviously we did set a low back in this is fairly new. It's new. December. Sorry, November, right? Come on. Get your head switched on, man. As you can see, humongous downtrend as open. From there, the low that was set was $1.51. From there, obviously, nice uptrend, nice range here. Now, this is quite interesting, right? Because we know my example here, right? This coin was created by the founders of Telegram, apparently. Wow, that's quite interesting, right? The reason why I say that's quite interesting is because if you think about the future and how businesses are going to be looking for their own currency, established businesses, say like Amazon and Google and stuff, if they essentially bring out a coin, automatically that coin has got all that free marketing, has got all that free promotion. It's gonna essentially be doing really well, right? So a company like Telegram having their own coin, it's going to be pretty goddamn good, right? So yeah, this is definitely one to watch, I would say. So yeah, thank you for that information there, Mr. Miles, my good sir. But yeah, in terms of my analogy coming through that I do use quite a lot, guys, we've got a mountain. We've got Mount Everest in terms of this parabolic motion that we can see here, right? Parabolic motion. For this parabolic motion to be valid, we need a base camp 1 rest. And when I say base camp 1, I mean consolidation, guys. A nice bit of food, a nice bit of sleep, waiting for base camp 2. Now, base camp 1 lasted for a hell of a long time, from December the 7th to December the 23rd. And then base camp 2, really looking for that. But a lot of people, sometimes you don't make it to base camp 2, and you see a downtrend, you see people run out of air and energy to not make it to the peak, right? So yeah, it's quite a strange analogy, but yeah, it tends to work, right? So what you're seeing here is a downtrend after a parabolic motion coming through there, guys. Now, in terms of support, we are looking at pretty much coming back down to base camp 1. Maybe we do need some more supply, some more air. So yeah, areas to be looking out for here to probably be creating a new range here, I would say is going to be, that's definitely going to be 1. And then this is definitely going to be 2. Yeah, we've got a very nice area to be looking out for there. So now at this time, guys, we are actually trending in this range here from before. So what does that tell us? It tells us there is likelihood of us actually having continuation to the downside here, hitting that 2.2, maybe seeing a bounce from there, and maybe seeing another range get created, right? That's definitely a possibility to be looking out for there, as we have seen before in previous price action. So yeah, interesting stuff indeed. So yeah, that's what I would say about Turncoin. Overall, I would say it is still in a downtrend, and yeah, lower highs being set continuously. I really would start to get worried if we lose this this 2.26. If we lose that 2.26, then there will be a move down, right? There will be a move down. The move down will probably be looking something along the lines of this, bringing us down to that 1.86 there. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that does play out. You can see how aggressive that has been the last time that this did really run down. So yeah, just please don't ignore that, guys. If we do lose this area, sell. No, I'm only playing. Obviously, you need to make up your own mind for that. But yeah, that's what what I would be doing if I was hodling this, right? But yeah, not too bad, right? Yeah, 36 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. Do appreciate all those likes coming through. Now, BTC taking a nice stance up, right? As we were discussing here. Potential for a nice move up here, which is going to be really quite nice. I do want to say, as we did see this bullish candle coming through there, it's actually really nice, and I would actually expect a bit of buy momentum coming through there. In terms of target prices, now 41,300 is on the cards there. That's going to be a resistance point to get over. If we can get over that, then just expect the top of the range to be tested again, guys. Expect that top of the range to be tested again, and that's going to be around at 42,700, right? Is it going to be insane parabolic motion to the upside? Probably not, right? It's probably going to be probably a nice run up, something along the lines of that, and then probably resistance coming through there. And if we don't get resistance coming through there, guys, and we do see a nice strong bit of momentum coming through for Bitcoin, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be getting ready to long this little bad boy. At least swore there, but I'm going to be getting ready to long this little bad boy. And when I say that, guys, let's do some measure moves. Let's do some price predictions here for the shorter term time frame here for Bitcoin. Obviously, this isn't probably not going to be today, right? Even if we do see insane parabolic motion running up today from the price of where we are now, it's going to be around a 4% gain to the upside, right? And if we're going to see that, I'm not going to really be entering after that, because obviously that just shows that if you, it's just not, it creates the uncertainty whether that trade is going to come through, right? Because then you're going to be going for that 9%. It's just, no, absolutely not. It's very unlikely for that to happen without any sort of reversal, right? So if we do see us run up today, I definitely would say 42,700 is going to be the area to be basically having that swift rejection coming through from, the safest point to really be looking at for Bitcoin. But yeah, in terms of a measure move to the upside here, this is something for the future. This is something over the next week or so if we are going to see any more bullish momentum coming through here. And the chance of this happening are getting ever so strong, considering what we have just seen here, right, in terms of this buyback, in terms of this bullish candle here for Bitcoin. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad overall. Reclaiming 41,000 with the utmost bit of confidence. The utmost bit of confidence, right? Yeah, let's do some more altcoin requests, guys. We've got Sander wanting a bit of Chainlink coming through there, so let's do a bit of Link. Currently trading at $26.50. Chainlink, are you behaving on your own today? Are you not falling for Bitcoin dumping off a cliff and controlling the market? Apparently not. Chainlink taking an absolutely hugely strong stance here and moving up the pedestal like no one's stopping it today. Really quite nice, I would say. We do obviously have a very, very strong trend line coming through there. I would say probably around something along the lines of this. You can see multiple levels of support here. So if we were going to see Chainlink actually have continuation down to the downside here, then $24.62 is the area that actually has a massive level of support, right? So yeah, that's going to be the area to look out for there. But to be honest, to get down there, we're gonna need to find resistance off the 55 here, and that's at $26.82 there. But yeah, you can see how strong this bullish candle is there. You can see the wick, you can see the buyback, the support here on the 200 the 200 SMA there is really nice, right? It's correlating very, very nice with this trend line as well there. So yeah, it's a very good sign, very, very good sign for Chainlink, for continuation to the upside. Yeah, good stuff. What I want to really be looking for here is the clearing of all major moving averages here. If we can get a nice few candle body closes at around $27.27 there, $27.27 there. If we can get a nice candle body close above that, I'd probably be going for a couple of candle body closes. Otherwise, it could just be forming a bit of a test, as we are on the hourly here, and we really like that more. The confirmation, right? That's what we're looking for, right? And that's going to be around 27, did we say? Yeah, so it could actually mean that just a nice little come up and test that 10 simple there on the 4 hour. But yeah, ideally, what do we want here? We are seeing all of these major moving averages here on the hourly. They're coiling up, guys. They're coiling up, and we know what happens when moving averages coil up like this. It means there is a breakout due in the price, right? Is a breakout due in the price, whether that's going to be up, whether that's going to be down. We need to basically be looking at this, managing this, and see what's good, right? In terms of an example for that, let's have a little look. Coiled up moving averages, breakout in the price, humongous moves, right? Absolutely humongous. This doesn't happen every single time, but it is a piece of information we can be using. Coiled up moving averages, massive breakout in the price, right? You can see coiled up moving averages, big breakouts, guys, big moves coming through there. When the further apart these moving averages are, it signifies that sort of trend, right? As you can see there, coiled up moving averages, massive breakout in the price, right? So yeah, it's interesting, right? The further, as I said, the further these are apart, the stronger the uptrend is going to be, right? And as you can see, it's just riding that wave all the way to the top, right? So yeah, not looking too bad overall. But yeah, points to be looking out for there is this coiled up motion coming through there, because it is going to be signifying a bit of a move coming through there for Chainlink, right? Yeah, that's pretty much Chainlink done there. Overall, I would say fairly bullish, guys. Didn't really say whether it was bullish or bearish, but yeah, I would say fairly bullish there for Chainlink. J Lai, let's do a bit of near for you there, sir. Goodness me. Oh, right. Let's have a little look. What do we get? 39 likes. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Then we're going to look at One Earth for Hadra. One Earth. Interesting name. Don't know if that's going to have a chart for it. Hopefully it will. Yeah, Nia for J Lai. Bullish. Looking really nice, actually. Seeing a nice bit of bullish momentum. Now, this is it's a nice, fine example of talking about lower highs and higher lows here, guys. As you can see, we do have the low set around $13.08 there, and that was back at yesterday at 10 a.m., right? Yesterday at 10 a.m. we set that low. From there, we actually came up and we challenged this lower high, right? We came up and challenged this lower high. Did we break it? No. We saw that rejection. But what else did we do? We actually set a higher low here, guys. We set a We set a higher low because we didn't break this low coming through here. That shows bullish momentum. Now, when we're clearing this lower high after testing it once already, and then setting another higher low, this is the confirmation for that bullishness, right? It confirms that we're having that bullish momentum. Now, that basically says the next target price point for this is going to be, let me get a straight line banging it in there. It's going to be $15.45, yeah? So that's going to be the area I would be looking for there for a target price point there. I would say you've got 18 minutes left of the hour. Ideally, you want a nice, strong candle body close here above the 200 SMA on the hourly, right? That's what I really want to be looking for. Liar. So yeah, that's what I really would be looking for there for a nice candle body close above the 200 SMA there and banging it up from there, right? That's going to be the sort of ideal sort of scenario there, and the extra level of confirmation that you do need. Now, let's look at where we actually banged it from this area before, because it's basically sat pretty much on that ranging point, right? And when I say this ranging point, I mean literally this area like so. You can see us banging it. You can see us banging it multiple times from this area, right? Multiple times. Where is the current live price? We're sat literally on this area, right? So that's an indication for us banging it up to this $15.46 there. So yeah, that's what I'd say would be the target price point for that. I know it's not completely accurate, but it's just to give you guys a nice little bit of an idea of what we're sort of looking for there. And that does line up fairly beautifully with this lower high here, right? If we invalidate this lower high, guys, hello money, hello cold hard cash. We're going to be looking at the next point here, which as I was just saying, the top side of that range, it's for a target, right? But yeah, just please be prepared for some sort of a potential resistance along this zone as well, because you can see us actually having pullbacks to where we are currently now. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be banging in, we'll do it like that, right? And then this is going to be the range, this is going to be the target price point from there for this uptrend coming through there. So yeah, not too bad at all, right? Not too bad at all. So yeah, let's have a little look at One Earth for Hadras Salim. One Earth, one man, one blockchain. It's a coup coin, guys, so just take a step back and brace yourselves. Oh my god! That's obviously done very, very well over the last this is I see a pattern emerging here. There's a pattern emerging. I'm not sure if I like the pattern, but there's definitely something emerging. And when I say this, guys, your watch looks like a hospital bracelet. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Well, look at that for an open. Crazy. No, yeah, it's the Nike smartwatch thing, Nike and Apple collab strap. Usually use it for the gym, right? But yeah, I see what you mean. You don't like Apple. I know, man. I'm sorry. Try and use a Samsung smartwatch, though. It's dreadful. Absolutely awful. Now, what was I just saying? I was saying there is a pattern emerging here from this chart, right? Now, granted, yes, in the last 2 days, it has been doing very, very well. I'm not gonna say this is insanely bearish off a cliff, right? Because at this point in time, before the last 2 days, yes, it is very bearish. Because you can see, let's take a step back, right? Before the last 2 days, you can see basically this downtrend very, very strong. There's no sign of us invalidating any lower highs here. You can see us literally lower low, lower low, lower low. This is very, very bearish, right? Very, very bearish downtrend. So it basically tells us, right, what are we looking for now? If we are looking for anything, we're looking for some sort of reversal in the price. The reversal in the price would be an invalidation of, we'll go on this this candle body lower high here, right? Because you can see these wicks to the upside. When we're seeing wicks like this, it basically tells us there's insane sell-off power, right? There's limit orders waiting to be filled because people probably bought up, probably in these areas, probably waiting to basically climb even higher, and we're just getting sold into continuously. And people are looking for an exit strategy coming through here. As you can see here, multiple people trying to exit along these filthy wicks, right? But over the last 2 days, we've seen a very nice buying back scenario, right? Very nice buying back scenario, invalidating what is happening here? Invalidating previous lower highs here, guys. As you can see, climbing through with a lot of upwards momentum, which is really, really quite nice. Now, please be aware, there is still people looking to sell. But ideally, you are seeing these buybacks coming through. It's going to be very interesting to see how you are going to be reacting for the next 8 hours and 14 minutes for this 12-hour candle, right? Because ideally, you want to really be getting over this sort of area. If you can get a candle body close above 14.5, right? If you can get a candle body close above that, that's going to be showing an utmost level of confidence there. And then from there, guys, you won't moon. No, you won't. You're actually going to come down. You're going to come down. You're going to set a higher low, and then hopefully moon up from there, right? That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario there. Even if you do come up all the way up like this, right, you're going to have a humongous sell-off, right? You don't want that, right? Literally, it's pumping as I'm talking, right? Even if you do come up and seeing the same parabolic motion like so, we know the parabolic rules, guys. If you're going to be climbing Mount Everest, you need to be resting at base camp 1, right? This is not resting at base camp 1. This is climbing Mount Everest without any food, without any air, and going until we die, right? We're going to go until we die, and then when we die, we're going to fall. We're going to fall really aggressively. And if that is going to happen, lows will be set, right? And that's obviously going to be terrible, right? So we don't want that. We actually want this price to chill the hell out. Consolidation here would be ideal, and then we can talk about another parabolic run up like so, right? But yeah, One Earth, I wouldn't say as I said, it's not the most bearish chart in the world at this time, but we could easily reverse from here, guys. We could really easily reverse. That's why I'm saying I want a nice congruent candle body close here at 15.34 and a bit of consolidation along with that, right? Oh, right. Take a breath. Guys, get your altcoin requests in the chat. I'm running out of requests here. Oh, God. Tackling a fly, right? Just going to have some Coca-Cola and carry on. 43 likes. Unreal. Unreal. Just going back up in the chat and seeing if I can find a new request. Should we look at BTC for a second? Because we're losing 41 again, right? This is, God, this is rough. This is a really interesting last 2 hours here for Bitcoin, right? Very, very interesting indeed, right? Because we have obviously set a low, and we've obviously seen it's obviously very bearish that we set this low, but you can see the buyback was actually very, very strong indeed, and we've reclaimed the level of support. We've got a bullish divergence, which is looking like it's going to form here on the 4 hour here. So there's a lot of signs saying that we're going to go up, but you can see there's a lot of signs saying that we're going to come down as well in terms of having that sell-off coming through there. And obviously, in terms of the macro here, we are still in this filthy, filthy downtrend. Let me jump to the daily, right? We are still in this filthy, filthy downtrend, and a target price point of 39,700 is very, very achievable. And if we lose that, then obviously it's the floor is the target there, and that's obviously going to be really, really rough indeed. So yeah, it's not looking great, right? It's not looking great, but yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is actually behaving, and I'm quite intrigued to see the reaction for this 4 hour candle. What is actually going to happen here? Because if we are below the volume weighted ATR band here, guys, you can see when we do actually get below that, the momentum to the downside is very, very strong, right? So that could cause us to break this trend line yet again, and that could cause us to be coming down to these sorts of areas yet again, which if we do, it's going to be causing a sell-off, guys. Not primarily from the whales. I know the retail people will be stepping in here because they're going to be looking for this breakdown scenario coming through there. A lot of people will probably be selling their Bitcoin, right? So we'll just have to see how that does actually plan out. You can see overall these last two candles have been pretty rough, right? Pretty rough. Definitely enjoying myself, I'll tell you that. Rose. I think I've got some Rose, Donna. Pretty sure I bought it a while back when all this meta stuff came out, right? I think it's one of them. What's this 4.ONG? People keep posting that, right? I'm pretty sure I own this. Pretty sure. Roses are red, my love. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know any off the top of my head. Apologies. Probably shouldn't have said that without knowing of how I could finish it. Yeah, in terms of Rose right now, obviously we had all-time highs from before. Did we? Yes, we did. All-time highs being set from before around November time. Obviously very, very progressive from there. Now you have seen all-time highs get tested yet again. Not quite the confidence that we were looking for to break it. You can see the volume weighted ATR band has held us back fairly famously here on the 12 hour. Now from there, it's been rough. It's been rough. But to be honest with you, it's not the end of the world, right? Because we have actually, you can see this uptrend. It's been very, very, very strong, right? It's been very, very strong. Even though we've had these pullbacks, say the September pullback, the December the 4th pullback. Yep, December the 4th pullback coming through there. You can see even from there, it's actually higher lows being set, right, continuously. And I keep stressing this, guys, higher lows are being set continuously here. And that's obviously very bullish, right? Very, very bullish. And we're not seeing insane trend reversal as of yet, right? Now, I say that. I say that right now because it does look fairly bullish, right? It does look fairly bullish. And we are, unfortunately, starting to see the signs of the bears coming out the bears coming out the forest to eat the campers, right? And this is the sign, the challenge of the most recent high, the most recent all-time high. We're not seeing a break from that. That's one sign that we could be looking for a big bearish reversal coming through here, and that is obviously towards the start of this. Well, it's the start of this year, right? So yeah, nothing's really. Fighting flies. Nothing really that I haven't really seen anything coming up to these sorts of areas as of yet, and actually seeing us break and seeing that upwards momentum, right? Apart from really, really kind of newer coins. So yeah, at this time, that is the first sign of it being bearish here. I would say the next sign is going to be this this rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedges, we know the score with these rising wedges. They tend to usually break to the downside, unfortunately. Sometimes, yes, they can break up, and it is lovely when that happens because we are prepared and we weigh up all different scenarios. But rising wedges tend to usually break to the downside. So let's do some measure moves. Let's do some price predictions for that. If we are going to see Rose actually lose its petals and lose the rising wedge, right? So yeah, in terms of the support to the lower side here, it has been tested. Like, I probably can't even count this high, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nearly, it's going to be like 9, 10 times this trend line, this area has been tested here, guys. So that tells us the more times it's been tested, the more likelihood it's going to be chance of it breaking, right? And in terms of using some sort of analogy for that, I want to say, imagine you are trying to snap a piece of wood, trying to snap a branch, like a tree branch, right? I gotta sort these flies out, man. Trying to snap a tree branch. The more times that you hit that branch, the weaker the branch is going to get, right? We're going to use this trend line as an analogy for that, right? This is going to be the branch. We're going to be hitting it multiple times, right? This branch is getting weaker. It's due to snap anytime soon. So is it going to snap on this next time that we hit it? Potentially. If it is, there is going to be a lovely, lovely short position coming through there. I would say for you there, Donna, if you are hodling this little red baby coming through here, if you are hodling that, then technically, if you are going to be selling your hodl when we do actually have the breakdown to the downside here, you're technically shorting, right? You're technically shorting because you're obviously going to be looking for a buyback coming through there. You're looking for a buyback coming through there at this point, and that's obviously going to be accumulation for your coins. So you're going to be gaining value on not holding, right? So that's technically shorting, just without using the exchange and all that stuff, right? So yeah, just like nice little insight for that. But yeah, in terms of percentages for that, I just clicked on the 5-day. Yeah, in terms of percentages for that, we're going to be looking for around a 39% drop there for Rose, and I know that's quite a big pullback, right? But that's actually not going to be bringing us down to this this higher low here, right? So that's still going to be fine if we do get down there. And look, you can see, obviously we have seen how bullish this has been recently in terms of these higher lows coming through. So these are areas that we are going to be bouncing from as well, right? So yeah, this is obviously multiple take profits points down, and we are going to be setting these take profits continuously just because we want to be limiting our losses, guys. We want to be limiting our losses. What's the word? What's the word? Making our losses smaller? I can't think of it, right? It's been here for an hour and 21 minutes, right? Give me a break. Hadra Salim says, roses are red, violets are blue, BTC going reds, alts are going down too. Very good, my good sir. Very, very good. Roses are red, violets are blue. BTC dominance is up. BTC is too. I could buy loads more. Exactly there, Donna. Exactly. But yeah, let's get some more altcoin requests, guys. We've got Bag Rugs saying, can we do MATIC / Polygon? Yes, sir. Let's have a little look at MATIC. It'd be quite interesting to see how MATIC is actually behaving in this current market, right? And guys, if you are new to the stream and it's your first time meeting me, I'm here every single morning, right? Every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you did want to smash the sub button, you can. It's there for you to do it. It's free. You can put your notification bells on as well. You're never going to miss one of my uploads, all that good stuff. And if you are new to trading in general, this is the place for you, right? We're here to learn every morning. It's a good place, right? And if you're looking to join a nice community, we do have a really nice Telegram community. I can't rate it enough. It's actually really nice, right? It's good. So yeah, you can join that. The link is in the description. No scammers and all that stuff in there. It's a pretty safe space for you new traders if you are new coming through there. So yeah, MATIC at this time, same scenario sort of holding up there. We do have a bit of a rising wedge / parallel channel. Depends on how you want to look at it. And that is obviously an indication that we could break to the downside, right? The break to the downside in terms of a measure move is going to be 38.23% break there, and obviously staggering those take profits all the way down if we are going to be seeing a short position actually come into fruition there. Bloody flies, man. Got a lot of plants in my office, and the flies are taking over them. It's not good. It's really not good. NX, I'm sure you know a lot about that, bro. It's really bad, right? It's really, really bad. We're 4 likes away from 50. We're literally 4 likes away from 50 likes. Unreal. Amazing stuff there, guys. Or just press the subscribe button if you don't feel like smashing your PC. Love that, man. Yeah, I do appreciate all the subs coming through, right? And also the likes, of course, right? So yeah, let's go back to MATIC and dive in a bit deeper, right? We're gonna go deep sea diving on this mother. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this does actually play out there. And as I said, 38% is on the cards, depending on how we actually go from here, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I would be looking to short MATIC if we are gonna be losing these zones. Stagger and take profits as we come down. Once we hit our first take profit, we're gonna basically take our stop loss. We're gonna be putting that stop loss back at entry, right? Just because it eliminates. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It eliminates most of your losses by doing that, right? Very, very good tactic. Gridding your take profits is what it's called, guys. So yeah, I would recommend doing that. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Please go do your own research, right? Chester trains karate. I don't. I really don't, man. I'm going to be training Muay Thai with my brother when I go to Thailand with him. But yeah, don't train. Don't train. I just saw your thing next. But I don't train karate, right? Flies are on steroids over there. Yeah, man. They are. Zilch Crab says, I have $500. Is there any specific coin that you would recommend me buying into? Oh, man. 1, I can't give you financial advice. And 2, if you only have $500 in terms of trading value, you should be putting 5% into each trade. Only 5%. Literally only 5%, right? Because if you lose, you're going to be chasing those losses, right? It's all about risk management here. Safer the better, right? The reason why we do that is because you can literally have like 10 losses in a row, and you can still make it back with some really good trades, right? So you don't really want to be risking that much. Otherwise, you will be chasing your losses. And then, you know what happens? The emotions come through, and then the gambling takes over. And we're not about that life, right? See in the chat, guys. What about fighting? So yeah, this is interesting to see. Let's jump down to 1 minute. Why not? I don't think I've ever been on the 1 minute for BTC on this chart, right? Or on the stream. So obviously this is the low that we were setting earlier, and you see the momentum to the upside from there. This is just the buybacks that we are seeing. Very, very strong indeed. In terms of challenging this point here, we have actually seen resistance playing out, right? This is going to be the area to be looking out for there for resistance over the next probably 3 or 4 minutes or so, around 41,060 there. Overall, though, we are setting these higher lows, guys, with confidence, setting these higher lows. Ideally, we want to break this high now. If we can break this high, we would be looking at higher prices, right around 41,500. It is going to be on the cards if we can do that, right? So, yeah, interesting. Jiu-Jitsu is the way. Anything but Tai Chi. To be honest, I wouldn't mind learning all different types of martial arts, right? I think they're all good in different ways, right? All of them have got different attributes, and yeah, I haven't done a lot of research, so I can't really talk about them like fluently or anything like that. But I like the idea of like Chai Tea. I like the idea of trying to learn loads and loads of different types of martial arts, right? Any more requests, guys? You got any more requests for me? Any more? Oh, sorry, Umar. So is it Umar? Umar Hayat? Gala. He wants a bit of Gala. Let's have a bit of Gala. MATIC is dumping. Is it going to hold the 200 SMA? Maybe. Maybe not. Gala. And my brother is sending me photos on Facebook. I do wonder. Take a breath, man. I've been going for a while now, an hour and a half, right? Pretty crazy. 2 likes away from 50 likes, guys. You've actually killed it today in terms of the likes. So I thank you ever so much. I do appreciate those likes coming through. Honestly, they don't go unappreciated. It does really help out the YouTube algorithms. And you know I'm not here shilling you different exchanges and stuff like that, right? I'm not about that. I make my money through trading. I don't need to be doing affiliate links and all that. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to give you value. So yeah, that's I do appreciate the likes. That's kind of what I was saying from that, right? But yeah, anyway. Gala, my good sir. Gala. So would you recommend putting a small amount into more coins than a lot of money into a few coins? It all depends, Zilch Crab. If you're going for like if you're going for a hodl and you're not going to be touching that money for say like a year or even 6 months, then you're going to make more money on one coin, right? You're going to make more money on one coin in terms of a gain. But it depends how much you value that $500 to yourself, right? Because if that's a large amount of your net worth, then it's not a very, very wise choice putting that in and putting it all into one coin, right? Because if that coin, say, dumps 20%, it's going to affect your net worth. Your net worth will probably go down like 5%, right? And that's just not a very, very good investment strategy, right? In terms of a risk-reward scenario. So yeah, it depends. There's a lot of factors of how much that 500 affects you as a person, and whether you can, if you are looking to hodl or whether you're looking to day trade or you're looking to just swing trade, right? Yeah, exactly, Mike. Depends if you want to trade or hodl. So so yeah, if you are looking to, if I would say if I were you, I don't know if I can say that legally, but if I had $500 and it didn't affect my my net worth that much, then I'd probably if I was new to trading as well, because I'm a massive believer in technical analysis, like trading, right? Like pulling charts apart is an asset that it's a skill that you can use forever, right? Forever. So I would recommend highly taking the opportunity to learn it at this time. Because obviously this is a very, very good time for the markets to be trading as well, right? Everything is going to be coming down due to obviously the downtrend and everything like that. So so yeah, there's going to be good opportunities. So I would highly recommend learning technical analysis. And if I had the $500 and I was in your position right now, what I would probably do, I'd probably put like $100 into a hodl, and then I'd take the $400 and probably leave it in an exchange for now. Take my time on a demo account learning TA until that's profitable, and then take the 400 and move that in, and then start trading with that 400 on a day-to-day basis. Because I've seen people trade $400 literally up to thousands in probably like a couple of months, right? Especially with crypto, using nice, stable, nice, good risk reward, right? So so yeah, that's sort of what I would say. What I would say in terms of a stance from that, you've got to reflect and say, how much is it going to basically imagine that you lost all that 500, right? Is that going to affect you? Are you going to be disheartened by that? Obviously, you might be, only naturally, but is it really going to affect you in terms of your life, right? So yeah, just these key points, because obviously crypto is the most volatile assets in the world, right? They're very insanely volatile. They're very highly manipulated. So Zilch Crab, hodl means like hold. You're holding it for a significant amount of time, right? But yeah, that's sort of what I would say about that, right? But yeah, in terms of Gala, sorry, I went off on a bit of a tangent then. I was just quite passionate about it because I've seen a lot of people actually lose money from investing and stuff like that, and that's obviously why I do what I do. I teach you guys for free every morning because I'm trying to help you guys not lose money, because it's insanely easy to lose money in these markets. So so yeah, that's why I'm essentially passionate about that, right? So yeah, anyway, moving on. Anyway, Gala. Who was I doing Gala for? My chat is frozen. That's not good. Gala was for Umar. Sorry, my good sir, right? Umar, uptrend, not looking bad. In terms of level of support that you are looking for here, you're literally sat on it right now. This is not the worst thing in the world, but I would say I'd like a bit more, right? I would like a bit more upwards momentum coming through here for you in terms of a level of support getting formed here. You've got the 200 EMA. Obviously, we are still very, very new on this chart, right? This has been around on Binance since only since September, right? So you've got a lot of space to basically move around in terms of price action, right? And that is the 12-hour. So this is the hourly. Sorry, this is the daily. So yeah, there's a lot of chance for movement, right? If you lose this trend line here, if you lose this level of support, as I was saying on the shorter term time frame as well, if you do lose you lose that 200 EMA there the SMA that we were talking about there, then obviously I'm going to be looking for price targets here. The first price target that I would be looking for to the downside is probably going to be here, right? You're probably going to find some sort of support point around 23 cents there. Then coming down to these sorts of levels after that I wouldn't say it's out of the question. It's probably still on the cards, right? So yeah, just be using these areas as support points or potential take profit points if you are shorting, right? How would you describe trading in crypto? Insanely risky, insanely fun. Yeah, insanely risky, insanely fun. If you're managing your risk and stuff well, then it's did we get 50 likes? Amazing stuff there, guys. I do appreciate that. If you're managing a risk and stuff well, then it is a very fun market. They're very fun markets to be trading, right? Compared to like Forex and stuff like that, in my opinion, because I've traded pretty much everything. So yeah, I would say crypto is insanely fun, right? It's very, very fun, but it's insanely risky. I can't stress that enough. It's a very, very risky market. Yeah, definitely. I would say Slothbag. That's great advice. Learning about staking and APY zilch if you are looking to just hold and do it from there. Curious, but the clinical person in me would always wonder why you waste time to educate all of us. Though I really appreciate it. What made you do it? I'm very passionate about people working 9 to 5 jobs that they hate, right? Because I used to work a 9 to 5 job that I hate from Monday to Friday. And if you look at the statistics of that, you're hating actually 70% of your life. And that's not how you should be living, right? That's really, really bad, right? If you live for the weekends, if you look forward to Friday and you're buzzing for a Friday because you hate work, that's the worst thing you can be doing. Like, that's really, really bad. I love a Monday. Sunday night, I'm sat there like, let's go. I really do prefer the week to the weekend. So that means I'm liking 70% of my life, right? And I managed to study my ass off to get to this level of trading. So I was making enough money to basically pay my expenses and just move up the financial ladder like that. And as I said, if I want to help you guys do it, I'm going to be doing that like as I'm doing now, right? And also another factor is I'm going to be doing this anyway. I'm going to be doing all this TA without you, if you guys are here or not, because I'm going to be doing this every morning because I day trade for a living. So why not jump on a mic and just explain what I'm doing anyway, right? And like I'm flagging assets as I'm doing TA for you guys for what I'm going to be trading for the day, right? So it's basically just it's what I'd be doing anyway. I'm just speaking and educating you guys for free. So it's just fun, man. and I enjoy streaming, right? So yeah, it's I never streamed or anything before starting this YouTube channel. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's another part of the job which I just thought, why not? I might as well do it. I see my brother does it as well, and he was having a pretty good time. So I was like, yeah, I'll jump on that. Let's have a little go. And yeah, here I am. And yeah, it's nice. And another thing I would say about it, we've actually got a really strong community now, and it's really nice, all of us having a community together, right? Because I'm sure if any of you are ever bored at home, you just jump in the Telegram, you have a chat with all the community members in there, because we're all pretty solid, really nice people. So yeah, it's nice to even have a chat. We even chat about the weather and stuff from all different countries internationally. So yeah, that's another thing that I would say is quite cool as well. 50 likes, guys. We absolutely killed that. Amazing stuff. Hadra Salim saying, we are here. Yes, sir. Chester slays now that he has a YouTube channel. Gets all the chicks in his DMs. I don't think so, man. I've actually got I've got a partner, man. 5 years and strong. 5 years and strong. You can't trade on weekends. Yes, you can. So it's riskier, 10 times riskier to trade crypto on weekends. But the crypto markets are 24-hour, 365. They don't close. They do not close unless you're CME. Obviously, the BTC CME gaps. That obviously does have a little close on the weekends, but everything else stays open. You can trade 24/7, 365, and that's one thing I would say about getting into crypto as well. Just be careful, because you might be up all night watching a chart, like, because you can't trade all hours of every day, right? I think we speak to each other more than our own families sometimes. I agree, Donna. I agree. Good fun, right? Mike saying, juicy, 25 degrees here at 3 a.m. Oh, God, man. That's pretty goddamn hot. You know how hot it is in the UK right now? I could say that the temperature is usually on my desktop, but it's not here. It just says rain to stop. So, yeah, I can't tell you, man. Yeah, that's... You see BTC is actually reclaiming 41,000. I think we saw the 4-hour open. Did we see the 4-hour? Yeah, we did see the 4-hour open, guys. This is quite interesting coming through here. Did you make some trade today? Says Peter K. Yes, sir, I did. Well, I've been in this trade for quite a while here. And I'm not sure actually as of yet whether I hit my final take profit for this BTC short here, coming out of this range here. But yeah, so maybe. We'll have to see, because I started my stream and it was just dumping off a cliff as I started my stream. So I haven't had a chance to check my exchange. I don't want to be doing it on stream because I don't want to be wasting your time here, right? But yeah, there's quite a few positions to actually be looking out for here for the future, guys. I would say definite things to be looking out for there, especially if BTC is going to have continuation to the downside there. You basically just want to be going through the top 50 altcoins, looking for breakdown chart patterns, breakouts to the downside, because obviously we know how BTC reacts here. If BTC is going to be falling off a cliff and setting lows continuously there, and we are going to see this breakout coming through here, obviously, it's going to be pulling all the altcoins down really quite aggressively with it as well, as we have seen today. So if we're going to be profiting from that, say an example, Gala here, we're sat on the cusp here. If literally BTC starts dumping down to, say, 39K again, the likelihood of Gala actually breaking through this trend line and taking a leg down, it's even more likely, right? So there's no reason why we can't be shorting this zone and taking our profit as we go down, right? So yeah, I would say that about pretty much a lot of altcoins. Let's do some more requests, guys. Get some more requests in the chat. Have you got any altcoins that you're hodling, that you're in dire need of some advice? Obviously not financial advice, but GRT. Let me do GRT for Sariga. Sorry, I'm really bad at reading. GRT not looking very hot today. It's not the hottest stock right now. I know it's not a stock, right? That's just referencing a film. It's a Wolf of Wall Street, potentially. Let's get rid of that for now. Now, a bit of education. What are we seeing here, guys? We're seeing a pretty strong horizontal here. As you can see, multiple times that we are getting touched here in terms of support here. Very, very, very strong, right? Very, very, very strong. Now, I'm going to be wanting to draw some sort of gray box coming. Well, not gray box, just a box. Because this is going to be a reversal area that we can be looking for there, right? You can see multiple levels of support coming through, and multiple bounce points coming through. So I would be really worried if we actually lost this 42 cents there. That's when I would say we are probably going to be coming down lower than that, right? So yeah, that's when I would say that we are going to be coming down lower than that. And to be honest, we are seeing this downtrend setting lower lows continuously here, and the lower highs aren't really being invalidated that well, right? So yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world, right? but yeah, you've still got leg room to take a leg up here. And if you are going to find support, as we were just talking about there, this is the area for it, right? This is the area for it. So yeah, just be cautious here, GRT, right? As I said, you're down 7.5% for the day so far without really any sort of recovery coming through as of yet. Let's see if we can get, yeah, in terms of BTC, how BTC has been behaving here, you can see the buyback's actually been very strong here. GRT, not so much, right? And this is obviously a very good example of how Bitcoin can really screw up some altcoins because obviously it has dumped GRT quite drastically, and people just haven't bought it back up. So yeah, just kind of can sometimes drain the life out of some assets here. So yeah, some interesting to see. But yeah, in terms of bounce points here for GRT, we've got volume weighted ATR band at 49.81. That's volume weighted average true range, guys. You can see how we do respect that quite a few times. Can we get any more data on that for you guys there? Yeah, you can see the support that we have seen on this bad boy multiple times there. So so yeah, it's definitely something to be using there for information. Let's have a look. Should we look at the DMI? Directional movement index here, guys. As you can see here, we do have, yeah, we've got a bearish crossover here, guys. Bearish crossover back on the 5th of January with the ADX really running up, right? The higher that this is, the stronger the downtrend is, guys. And as you can see here, you can see this bearish crossover coming through here around this sort of area. Hello, bearish crossover. Strength of the downtrend on the ADX coming up there. You can see the strength of the downtrend is very strong indeed. Reacting very well also with coiled up moving averages that have a breakout scenario there. You can see coiled up moving averages here on the 4-hour, breakout scenarios to the downside there. The moving averages are now miles and miles apart right there. The further apart they are, it basically indicates also the strength of the downtrend as well, right? So this is basically telling us that this downtrend is very strong at this time, guys. So yeah, please take that into consideration as well. Quite a bit of information to be throwing at you, right? Yeah, that's what I would say about GRT right now. Let's have a little look at FLUX. FLUX. Oh, that's making me think of like a drum and bass artist or something. Now we are seeing A nice recovery, actually. Fairly similar to BTC, I would say, here on the 4 hour. Let's compare it. Yeah, you can see fairly similar here. Maybe it's... No, that's not the 4 hour. That's the 4 hour. Yeah, fairly similar. You can see the buyback coming through there, fairly strong. You can see this is very very nice actually for a bullish candle if I ever saw one. You can see the wick to the downside, and then like here you can see the candle body closes miles away from the low that was tried to be set there. Now in terms of chart patterns here, guys, I want to do some chart patterns. Right? Cool, I got some filthy beats in the air, right? Yeah, so this is obviously going to be the level of support that I'm looking for the respect. You can see multiple challenges here in terms of touches here. Hopefully we can bang it up from here, but please be aware there is definitely going to be some sort of could be looking at a trend line like that, could be looking at a trend line like that, could be even looking at a trend line like that. So let's get some drawn in and see what's good coming through. Going to go candle body close there, and my earpod is running low on battery, so I'm going to have to change them over. You have to bear with me 1 second, guys. Remember when I used to sit with humongous headphones on, right? That was good, but it was very noise cancellation, right? Very noise cancellation. Now I can kind of talk at my own volume without shouting at the mic. And saves my throat, right? As you can see, this is the trend line that we were just talking about, guys. You can see the resistance to the top side here. Very strong stuff indeed. Multiple times here. Didn't quite get there. Volume weighted ATR band stopped us coming through here. And you can see how strong the volume weighted ATR band holds us back in terms of resistance here. So yeah, that's definitely, if that wasn't there, I would have expected to come up and then trending down like that. So it just shows us how valid this trend line currently actually is. So if we do see us banging it up from here, I would expect resistance coming through at this, $3.33 God, I'm lisping there. 33 cents and 13 there. That's going to be an area of resistance to be looking out for if we actually clear this most recent lower high at 2.95 there, $2.95 there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through. Definite a couple of things to be looking out for there. For Flux. Overall, I would say fairly bullish. If this is a rising wedge and not a parallel channel, guys, rising wedges, yes, they tend to usually break to the downside, unfortunately. So yeah, please be prepared for some sort of downwards momentum coming through there now. Here now, I would say, let's get rid of this. I would say straight away off the bat, we are looking at, that's rhyming like crazy there. Yeah, straight away, I would say we actually have got another parallel channel coming, not parallel channel. We do have another resistance line coming through there, and also I would say another support line coming through there as well, which is creating another rising wedge chart pattern there, guys. So yeah, that's definitely going to be another sign that we are going to potentially be taking a leg down. Now, let's just take a step back really, because since literally August, we've just been trending up really quite nicely. It's been really quite nice. We saw a parabolic motion here back in November, and obviously the correction we phase coming through from there. Now, this basically is an inclination. It's a sign, guys. We're setting all-time highs. I really wouldn't be surprised if we actually took a leg down here and saw some sort of measure move, right? In terms of a short position to be looking out for there, for Flux here, we've been trending up for a really long time, right? So please be prepared for a move down, right? The move down is probably going to be down to around $1.69 if this is going to actually come into fruition there. Just be prepared for it, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen right now, but you've been trending up for a very long time. Do you want to get some percentages? Let's do some percentages, right? This is going to be... It's going to blow your goddamn mind. Need I say any more? 3,258%. So yeah, that's what I would say there. What is a little bit of a cheeky 38% correction to a mere 3,000 there. So yeah, I would expect some sort of move down fairly shortly, considering the strength of this market and how it has currently been behaving, right? So yeah, resistance areas are as shown. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would say about Flux, right? Let's jump onto some more. Is Solana a good buy? To be honest with you, Solana's always a good buy. Solana baby, as I call it. Yeah, Solana's I would say Solana is drastically underpriced at this time, considering what it has done over the last like 7 or 8 months here. It's been really like insanely progressive, right? You can see here from when Elon and oh no, that's December. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong chart, right? Hold on. hold tight, hold tight. I'm going from here, right? When Elon and Jack jumped on that B word conference, all the way up to that all-time high level, I'm pretty sure it was 830%. I think that was 830%. Yeah, that was an 830% pump to the upside there. But you can see up to all-time highs there, Solana actually banged it up like 1,000% there. So it basically tells us there's insane confidence here in this asset. We know about the fundamentals behind Solana there. Very, very good, right? Got our own blockchain, insane. It's going to be really, really good for when everything else comes out, right? In terms of the meta and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, I would say Solana seriously underpriced at this time, but please be aware we've been trending now for quite a while, right? I would expect to probably be coming down to this $117. Obviously, it is all depending on what BTC is doing. If BTC is running up, Solana's obviously going to start running up. It does behave fairly similar to BTC here. And as you can see, we have been trending now for a considerable amount of time, right? I'd start to get a bit more worried if we start to lose these areas, right? 117. If we lose 117, that's going to be the area to basically be looking out for there. We've got a volume weighted ATR band coming through here on the lower side here. I don't think Solana's actually ever touched it. No, it hasn't actually ever touched it, but we know how this does react in terms of level of support. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be looking out for there, and that's going to be $93.42 there. But yeah, do I see this doing very, very well in 2022? Absolutely. I do think we're going to see all-time highs. I think we're going to see insane gains coming through for Solana, right? Absolutely insane. So yeah, just be prepared for that. I would say also, you can see this parallel channel from last year, sorry, when we did see this obviously getting tested multiple times to the lower side, and we did see that break coming through there. We've actually come to the point where we did lose this trend line, right? We did lose this trend line yet again, and you can see the last time we lost this trend line, it was quite a bit of downwards momentum coming through there, right? Quite a bit of downwards momentum, right? So that could be an inclination coming down to $117 and then bouncing it back up for another test here. Now, if we bounce this up for another test here, this is going to sort of be the position I'm going to be looking for a long for Solana if we are going to start running up here, because this is going to be the correlative point for the future for a break, right? Because if you imagine this trend line coming up, obviously this is one of the major trend lines here for Solana here. If we are going to see this this area get broken here on both sorts of trend lines here, we're going to break this level of resistance that's going to be here. We're going to break in this level of resistance, which is going to be here as well. We're going to be using that as support, guys, and that's basically telling us that we could be looking at massive moves to the upside from there, right? So area to watch for the future is going to be 172.11. That's sort of the confirmation I'm going to be looking for, right? I'm pretty tired, guys. Pretty tired. I might call it a day. Let him sleep on air. Brilliant. BTC, what's BTC doing? To the goddamn moon! BTC is mooning right now. Oh my god. No, obviously we were talking about a potential buyback here for BTC, and we're still basically sat in this range, and we did say that on this hourly candle close here, guys. Hourly candle close, we were expecting some bullish momentum to the upside from here. A buyback like this, really, really nice indeed. It shows the confidence is coming through there. We did see this insanely bullish candle coming through as well, which is obviously something that's very, very nice as well, right? So seeing this momentum coming through there is basically telling us we're likely to be seeing a bit of a bounce up coming through across multiple time frames. We were talking about this bullish divergence coming through as well, and you can see this is near enough being confirmed here on this 4-hour current open. Been 25 minutes into it. It's interesting to see how this actually is reacting. Am I saying this is going to go to the absolute moon as of now? It's all in the air at the moment, because basically what has actually happened, we've entered this range. I'm going to be saying we're mooning after we clear this range here, around 42,800. That's when the longs are going to be looking at, we're going to be looking for those longs there. I'm not saying that we're going to be banging it all the way up here to around 44,700 here in the space of a day, right? Because if that is going to happen from this low that we have already seen today at around 39,006 there, we're going to be banging it all the way up there. It's going to be around a 12% gain there, like in terms of volatility coming through for BTC, and that's fairly unlikely. So if we are going to be entering any sort of long position coming through here, guys, we're going to be staggering those take profits. We're going to be basically staggering take profits all the way up as we go, because the likelihood of us getting reversed is fairly likely, right? And we're basically preparing for all sorts of reversals and basically eliminating as many goddamn losses as possible, right? So that's sort of the mentality from there. But yeah, as you can see, we are seeing insane gains to the upside, right? Right now, it's looking pretty goddamn progressive, I must say. In terms of targets, if we are going to be looking for this 42,700 here, and at this point in time, it's looking really quite bullish for these last 4 candles here. The last 2 hours of BTC has been really quite bullish. Resistance points to be looking out for there inside of this range that I was just speaking about is going to be 42,300. That's going to be the area to watch, and that's where I would expect resistance. As you can see there, resistance. We're likely to find some sort of resistance here. We've got the 200 EMA coming through down on the 30-minute as well there. So if we don't find resistance there, I'm going to be fairly surprised. And if we don't, hello, it's absolutely fine. We're probably going to find resistance at the top side of this range here at 42,700 anyway. But yeah, so overall, not too bad. We're clearing major moving averages here, really quite good. I said we are testing the 55 here on the hourly, which is obviously going to be very progressive indeed. So yeah, not too bad overall for BTC, I would say. I'm struggling to keep up, lol. Are we getting a lot of scammers coming through here? Yeah, we are. I do appreciate the mods stepping up. It is very nice to see you guys banning some people, right? Obviously, we don't really have that many scammers and stuff on the stream, right? Which I'm not going to jinx it, guys. We're fairly lucky. It's been really quite lucky. So so yeah, that's I appreciate you guys doing that. Do you think SHIB will rise? I think only naturally SHIB will rise due to its free marketing and dumb money that's already been invested into it, and it will just have people who don't primarily day trade and don't make a living through trading. They just dump a load of money into the one asset that's moving, like the FOMO sort of scenario there. SHIB is the kind of asset for that, right? So yeah, inevitably SHIB will have another run up. It will. It's inevitable. It will. Same with Doge. They're notorious for doing that. You're never going to get rid of the meme coins sort of dumb money scenario here for crypto in general, right? You're never going to get rid of that. So yeah, I would expect SHIB to take a leg up at some point. Is it a good investment? Absolutely not. In my opinion, no, absolutely not. There's 10 times more better things to be investing in rather than a meme coin with like not the best use in the world. Yes, it is an exchange. Yes, it is. It's not really used that much, right, in terms of an exchange. But yeah, so yeah, there's 10 times more better investments out there, right? And you'll make 10 times quicker gains rather than investing in SHIB, right? If you just actually read up and do some research on. Ivo was timed out. What did you time Ivo out for? Oh god, I am a scammer. Ivo, yeah, NX. Ivo's got a twisted sense of humor, man. he likes to play with the community. It's funny though. I got an ad for Floki in you on YouTube earlier. That makes me feel sick. I'm joking. Sloth bag, send me to BTC, I'll send it you back. What's your address, man? Yeah, I did. I heard about PayPal doing this, right? I did hear about PayPal doing this. I haven't really had the time to really look into it, but it does sound quite interesting. It sounds quite interesting to really. I'm not going to sit on SHIB actually. That would maybe look terrible if we get new people joining. Yeah, I did hear about PayPal doing this. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does develop. As I said, I haven't really done that much research into it as of yet, but yeah, it should be fairly interesting. I think a lot of businesses and stuff are really starting to realize the seriousness of crypto now. The NFT space is kind of blowing up, and like you're seeing Nike and stuff like really get involved with it. You see McDonald's making NFTs now. Like it's just nuts, right? It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's obviously bringing them into crypto, and that's absolutely fine. If they want to come down the NFT route into crypto, at the end of the day, they're coming into crypto, right? It's better than doing it the NFT route rather than not getting into crypto at all, right? Because the more money in crypto, the higher our gains are going to be, right? So yeah, it's all good, right? Yeah, I know what you're saying. I will trust I'm the same. I will probably trust a stablecoin through PayPal, but I can imagine PayPal putting some like dead fees on it or something. No, I don't do anything collecting interest on stablecoins, man. I feel I've got kind of a weird opinion on it. Like, I get it. I get why people like stake and farm and all that stuff, right? It's pretty good. It's good gains. But for me personally, I feel like I can make more money trading with that money. So for me, I just trade the money instead, right? And yeah, I make my money doing that. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I think it's a good thing for the future and like passive income and stuff like that. But and at this point in time, it's like as I said, I make my money trading, so I do that instead. I find it more fun doing that as well, right? Yeah, let's do some more. I mean, I was going to end it, wasn't I? Tell you what, I'll end it in 2.5 minutes at 3 hours, right? Oh, sorry, 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not doing it for another hour. I'm not doing another hour. KFC may as well make a stable coin as well because they've run out of chicken here. Oh, I'm doing January no meat. Sucks, man. Sucks, man. Not because obviously climate change and all that stuff is a very bad thing, but I'm doing it for more of a body cleanse, right? Because I was eating meat like every single day, and yeah, I was doing like a cleanse of meat for the month. It's really hard. It's really hard. Like, I'm sure if there's like vegetarians and vegans and stuff in the chat, right? If you do it, amazing. Congrats to you. It's hard when you begin. Like, I'm 10 days in now, and it's getting easier, I must say, right? And like I never really dived into that vegetarian vegan sort of section, right? But it's not bad, right? It's not too bad. But yeah, one thing I am missing is KFC chicken, right? Really missing KFC chicken, right? A friend of mine was over the other day, and he ordered KFC, and he's a vegan, but he ordered KFC vegan thing, and I tried a bit of it. Tastes just like KFC. It was unreal. I'll eat your share of meat for you, lol. Another thing I'm missing is steak. I'm missing steak so much, so much. So it's so hard. But doing like a cleanse, right? A body cleanse, get myself all healthy because I'm healthy now. And you guys obviously know I've been fairly up and down over the last 6 months, right? So I'm doing a full cleanse, and it's gonna be good. Be a good way to start the year. Only a month, right? I'm not gonna stick to it after that. I'm gonna be diving back into the meat, but yeah, don't win friends with salad. You cook them up a nice sirloin. Yeah, I think that might be it, guys. AXS if you're bored, says Phoenix. Yeah, why not, bro? 2 hours in, man. Pretty tired, but yeah. So it's been fun, right? It's been a good Monday stream, right? Axie. Goodbye, Axie. See you later. Yeah, I think it's tricky, right? Because when you see an asset like this really start to descend, people that are buying and investing in the game around this area to make money, they're going to be looking to sell now. And then it hits this level of people that invested here to make money. They're going to be looking to sell now. And it just has that sort of that mentality to the downside until it gets cheap enough for it to be like profitable again to start the game, right? Without it being in a downtrend, because you're not just going to jump into an NFT game if you see the coin trending down, you see crypto markets trending down, because the money that you're going to be making through playing the game in that currency is going to be losing its value by the day. So yeah, it's going to be pointless going into that. So yeah, in terms of a reflection for these NFT sort of games, these NFT coins like this, it's going to be taking hits, right? It's going to be taking pretty strong trends when we are seeing crypto basically take a hit like that, right? So that's another insight for you guys. Yes, I do like a bit of bacon, Donna. I lunch every day with a vegetarian. Some of the stuff he has looks awesome, to be honest. 2 months vegan now, haha. Hang in there. Oh man, it's hard. It is very hard, right? It is very, very hard. I can't stress. Like, I'm not doing the vegan thing. I'm doing like the vegetarian. And yeah, I can't tell you, it's pretty hard, man. Yeah, to appreciate your donation as well. Last index coming through. But yeah, we've hit 2 hours, guys. Amazing stuff. Hopefully you did enjoy a bit of a longer stream. I haven't done a longer stream like this in probably like maybe 2 months, like a month or something like that. So yeah, hopefully guys, you did enjoy it for a bit longer. I enjoyed it. I had a pretty sick time, man. I've had fun watching the crypto markets go to the toilet. It's been cool. It's been cool, man. Mr. Miles, I require meat. Yeah, man, I require meat as well. And I'm going to be, I want to try, wait a second. Have you been on here for 2 hours? Yep, 2 hours. 2 hours and counting, Lauren. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, Lauren. Didn't think you'd stop by today. But yeah, nice to see you on there. So yeah, I would say talking about meat, right? We're talking about meat at the moment. Why? Because it makes you ill after, right? Ivo eats bananas by licking them. I do like Ivo and Phoenix's community, right? Not community. Their sense of humor, right? It's very funny, man. We do have a good time, right? Just out of class, we'll rewatch. How you feeling? I'm amazing, Lauren. I'm absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Mike says, loved it. Thanks, Chester. Bedtime for me. Not a problem, man. Hope you sleep very well. Hopefully you can get to sleep in that 25 degrees. I think you're in Australia, right? Hopefully it's not too hot for you, man. But yeah, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow morning. Not evening this time. I will be back tomorrow morning for a nice good morning stream. God, I've been on it for ages. It's 4:30 now. But yeah, I do appreciate you all out here. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably pop in the Telegram for a bit later on this evening. But yeah, for now, it's going to be peace out. And goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.
Are you feeling juicy? You like it, the juice. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash.